revenge. Somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown. Touchdown. 8th floor. Come down. Hotel. Lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Fake. He'll look to throw. Bryant has it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Mike's 56. Mike's 52. Jet cover.
2nd and 5. Complete to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
Watch the safety creep.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Switzer, complete. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Kill, 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 kill.
2nd and 3. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Slam, slam, slam. Match box. Right. Hey, I'm coming, I'm coming. 54's Mike, 54's Mike.
And And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Come on, Shaq. Pass. Come on. 54 right. Coming to you. Coming to you. No, no, no.
Second and 9 now. This is caught. A good pickup there at 22.
Complete to Eric Ebron. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
You can't block me. Share. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. It's south, baby. That's baby south. 66. Pull it. Half. Go. You're coming. Double up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers 7, 49ers nothing. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Yo. 11. Under 10. 10. 2.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. What did you see on that one? Rookie mistake or just good defense?
It was a combo plate, but the rookie quarterback, he'll take it all on his shoulders, and the frustration level is evident. You can see it with him. You know, if that's a veteran quarterback, he walks off like he just threw a touchdown pass because he doesn't want to show that to the defense. The young guys, they take it more to heart. It's on their sleeve a little bit. He'll learn as he goes along how to hide his emotions.
I'm coming for you, son. 198.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. They come up in an offset eye.
21.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, I-7.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Looking to throw. Ebron's got it. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Complete to Eric Ebron.
Single.
A gain of 15. First down.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Right there, 56. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Second and 11. And the catch made by Johnson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Complete to Deontay Johnson. We got him up. 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
56 the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. Mike 56. Mike 56. You ain't going.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. That's one of those interceptions watching from up here that quarterback wide receiver just looked a little out of sync.
They did look a little out of sync, and yeah, they're going to examine that when they get to the sidelines, and they'll talk about it throughout next week when they watch the tape. But the guy who's going to be there for him, really in his ear, is his center. Because that's a special relationship for a rookie quarterback. Your center handles your line calls. He gets everyone in the proper position to block. He'll be the first guy back to pick you up after you've been knocked down. And that's the guy you watch the extra film with and try and learn the league.
On first down, here's Breida. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable game.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
13.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
65.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Check three.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Second and 4. He finds his man Johnson. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. First down run for Connor, not going to get much. Maybe a yard. Second down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll set up a throw. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
Keep playing hard.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have step. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 1.
Check 9, check 9.
Hey, gun.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Johnson's got it complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Here I come. Let's go. Switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
It's a turnover on downs.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Check 21, 21.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
I got this. 12. Go. Hey, hot.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And to give this time to the tailback. And an alley to run. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game? And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Tyson Alualu. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
2nd down.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll look to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
51-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Touchdown, Steelers.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Try and throw for it. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
11.
Big stop. Big stop.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, a run from Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Here's Jordan Berry now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in at the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
Garoppolo. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go. 180!
You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
Hey, alert!
Watch the ship.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Goodwin. Incomplete. Joe Hayden on the coverage.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to be driven down. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Here we go.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 1st down San Francisco. The pickup 14 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in the cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Let's go! Get your team running. Get your running. 56. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Check up. Check 31. Check 4. Check 4. Hey.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's caught by Bryant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
We all knew. Hey, he's checking. Crash. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. You're trash. It's free.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's get in there.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Finds his running back, James Conner. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, alert!
Garoppolo to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Garoppolo, 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
Lock! 12, fellas, here we go. 5.
To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
One final try now for Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week.